My name is Kayla Olson. I am going to be a sophomore at the University of Iowa. I'm majoring in English and Museum Studies, and I'm minoring in theater arts. I was involved with the tag program all throughout kindergarten, I guess, up through 8th grade. And then when I was in 8th grade, my parents and I worked really hard to so that it was possible for me to start taking 9th grade classes. 8th grade classes weren't challenging enough, so I spent the mornings up at the high school and my afternoons down at the middle school. And then when I was a junior in high school, I was really bored my first semester, and I was looking for options, and I came across a few things and they seemed to fit. So I just felt like I had outgrown the experience. By the last semester I was in high school, I was taking 4 out of my 8 classes online, so I had no interaction with a teacher really or other students at all. And honestly, my eyes were kind of glazed over from the computer, so it was just, there was no challenge in high school anymore. I was bored with it and it was time to move on. My parents were very supportive. My mom she was very against it at first. I'm the oldest, so she didn't want to let me go, but she came to realize, this is really something that I needed to do, so she finally came to terms with it. My siblings were also supportive. Like I said, I'm the oldest, so they're all kind of like, that's interesting, but they were very. I kind of flew under the radar. Right up until graduation, my school considered me a senior after I kind of declared that I actually graduated and got my diploma the year before I was supposed to. So, which is a little different, than other NACE students, but I kind of flew under the radar and nobody knew until, I would say, April, and I graduated in May. And then, it was kind of, nobody ever said anything to me about it. But it was definitely like when people looked at me, they're kind of like, that's that girl who thinks she's so cool and is going to skip. So it wasn't very bad. It was just kind of awkward, I guess. My principal was very supportive. I went in and I talked to her quite frequently the first semester of my junior year, and she was just like, let's figure out something for you to do. This is not working out for you, and I want to make this a good experience. And I told her about NACE, and she's like, yeah, let's do it. My teachers, I guess I would say that they were supportive, but some of them were kind of like, why would you want to skip your last year of high school? Which you kind of get from a lot of people. Well, I was really active in speech. I was an all-state participant a few times. My coach was really disappointed when he heard I wasn't going to be there for that last year. That was actually the hardest decision for me. That was the only part that I was really that sad about, because my friends were like, oh, that's fine, but he was just like, oh man, one more year, you could be so great. But, you gotta do what's best for you, so. I would say it's kind of given me what I've needed. Like, I cannot imagine staying in high school for another year. It would have been, I can't even think of what it would have been like. It's really weird to think that I should just be preparing to go to college right now. I guess it's made me more mature. It's made me a lot more independent. A better person, maybe. If you feel like you should do it, just do it. Go with your gut. Don't overthink it. If you're bored, if you're needing something different, do everything you can to make the change.